everybody. Welcome to another edition of Shooting the Shit with Yankee. As always, I'm Yankee, so let's start shooting. Today, in honor of my car disappearing yesterday, we're going to cover a topic that we've touched on before. Do you keep a gun in your vehicle? A car gun, a truck gun? And if so, what is it? And if you don't, why don't you? Do you think it's too dangerous? Do you think it's irresponsible? Let me know. I will start us off, as usual, by saying I usually do keep a gun in my car. I have an extra gun in my car all times. It's a Glock 20. I keep it on the back of the passenger seat. It's there most of the time. And I like to keep a little carbine, a breakdown carbine in the back trunk, but I haven't been able to find one that I like yet, so I don't have one for that yet. But I do keep that extra Glock in my car, and I do it for a couple reasons. One, if I go somewhere and I get somewhere and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to bring my gun, I got that Glock. I even have holster for it in the car, a paddle holster, so I can wear it if I need to. It's also in an inside waistband clip holster on the back seat, so I got options of how I could carry it if I absolutely had to carry it. Also, if I ever got anywhere and I was stranded because of a bad situation and I needed to make my way home, having those extra rounds of a 10 millimeter gun with me, you know, I got it loaded, got an extra mag for it, and actually there's 2 extra mags for it and a couple boxes of ammo. It's nice to have that extra firepower. And also, if I'm out somewhere, there's natural disaster, civil unrest, whatever, we have to make it home without being able to get there in our vehicle, I've got an extra gun to arm a friend if they're with me and they're not armed. So now we got 2 armed people making our way back. So that's why I do. And is it risky? Well, yes, there's always some risk involved in anything involving a firearm, but it's not a great risk. It's definitely not a big enough risk that you would leave yourself undefended or in a bad situation because of. Because if you really think about it, if it's like, oh, I'm afraid someone will steal it. Well, what about stealing it from your house? You know, you can live your life in fear of remote possibilities, or you can do what's best for you and your family. So that's my answer to the question there. Let's go see what everybody else has got to say. And remember, you can weigh in on this topic right up until I say that's it for us today. So feel free to let us know what you think. We got Sean Bain weighing in over here, says, no issues, do not. The risk of it getting stolen too great. So he does not keep one in his car, and he worries about it getting stolen. See, I'm not that worried about stuff like that. I'm just worried about getting stuff stolen from my house. Although we're never not home usually. There's almost always someone home. So us getting robbed is less likely than some places, but still. And the glass on my house is easier to break than the glass on my car, to be honest, if you were breaking in. John Heasley said, I wouldn't even here in Youngstown, Ohio. Are you saying you wouldn't there because there's too much car theft and stuff there, or you wouldn't even though it's very dangerous there? I'm not sure exactly how to take that, but that was John Heasley weighing in there. Practical Bacon says, I do in a lockbox. It's a SIG P320 subcompact. Well, that's going to shoot you one day. It can defend itself since they are capable of firing on their own. Joking, obviously. True, it can defend itself. That's a good thing to have if you're not in your car. Someone breaks into your car and you got a SIG P320 in there. It can shoot them by itself. So you don't even got to get involved. You just show up and hopefully by then it's disposed of the body and everything. So you ain't got to do nothing. Felice Shanice says, do not keep a gun in the car. Carry gun sometimes is left inside due to location of errand I'm running. Yeah, that happens to all of us, I think. Every now and then I got to take my gun out and put it in the car because, you know, you go to the post office. I went to the post office, mailed those knives the other day. So, you know, you got to do things like that sometimes. John M. Mandrick weighed in and said, YouTube is blocking my super chats. It doesn't like it. Well, you just did a super chat. So how is it blocking it if you just did it? Johnny Mandrick says it's secured. If it's secure and out of sight, I think he's saying it's okay to do it. He didn't say whether he does or not, though. I was wanting to find his car and see if I could take his gun. Edgar Cortez chimed in and said, I leave my guns in the car when I go to the bank or similar locations. I carry in the bank. I don't know if banks are prohibited areas anywhere, but I always carry in the bank. Screw them. Only time I take it off is my kids' school, and well, I don't have to do that anymore because my kids are older now. But and the post office. But I don't want to get in trouble with the post office. Have the post office Gestapo after me. Otherwise, I always carry. With more than one gun in the car, I have a choice of what to carry. Well, that is a good idea to have a choice. And like I said, it's also nice to be able to arm a second person ever. Like if you're out with a buddy and suddenly there's an earthquake or, massive floods or, whatever, locusts, and you can't drive home, the highways are blocked and you got to make it on foot to get home. Nice to have a buddy you can arm as well. That's why I also like having that carbine. You more firepower. More firepower you got, more likely you're to get home. Mr. Furley weighed in and says, only when I have to and never overnight at home. Well, at home, it should be all right overnight. Well, unless you're like in an area where there's a lot of people and stuff. But up here, I could leave the car doors open. No one ever will steal anything out of my car up here. Hell, they can't even get anywhere near my property without being on camera, setting off motion alarms, and having my dogs freak the fuck out. And my dogs have conditioned themselves to where whenever one of our camera alerts that it's got motion, it makes a noise through our Alexa. It just goes a little boom. And whenever it does that, and it'll tell you motion detected in the south yard. Whenever it does that, our dogs flip out, and they have learned by what it says which side of the house to run to. If it says motion detected in the driveway, they run to the front windows. If it says motion detected in the south yard, they run to the kitchen window. If it says motion detected by the hot tub, they run and look in out the back window. So they're learning. And they're not particularly smart, and they're figuring it out. Paul B says, hail Phil, keep a PSA dagger and 4 mags. Well, that way at least you don't got a lot of money at risk. See, that'd be the biggest thing to me. A lot of people say, oh, I'd feel so bad if someone stole it and then did something bad with it. If they broke into my car and took it, well, then they committed a crime to obtain that firearm. So I don't feel at all responsible for what they do with it. They're just bad people doing bad things. But I would feel bad about the financial loss because I am a cheap motherfucker and I don't want to lose my stuff. Don't want to lose my stuff. That was Paul B, by the way. Officer Tater Hater says my car gun is an M&P Shield with an Alpha Wolf barrel in 357 SIG, a custom mag extension, back plate, and custom Deadpool wrap from Gun Skins. Sent emails. I haven't seen any emails today. I've been busy. But I have one of those gun skins. I have 2 of them, and I've never put them on anything. I worry about doing it. I kind of want to. I've got the guns to put it on. I got them for Glocks. Got one for a Glock 19, one for a Glock 20, but I've never put them on anything. I'm lazy, I guess. I don't know what it is, but Gummy Wuzzle said, no more dangerous than carrying, in my view. No, I guess there is you leave it unattended, but if you lock your car doors and stuff, yeah. Sean Bain said car brake is common in Southwest PA. Oh, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah. Live in Pittsburgh for a little while. Pittsburgh is awful. Well, that would be Pittsburgh. It's in Southeast PA. Well, you said Southwest. So, Jose V says my Smith & Wesson FPC 10 millimeter. So he's got the carbine in his car, like a trunk gun or truck gun. It's what I would love to have, but I don't want to have to get the Smith to go with it. I want there to be one that takes Glock mags that folds. But no luck on that right now. We're almost done here. We got 2 more people weighing in, and then we are finished for this segment. Remember, we will be doing the open chat immediately afterwards, so do not go anywhere. Stick around for that. Go Shadow says, no gun in the car, too easy for someone to steal it. Well, what about out your house? It'd be pretty easy to steal it. Uh, so, I don't go around living my life based on what the worst thing can happen. And if I like, because, if those like the people who go around, well, if you have a gun on, someone can steal your gun. Well, then I guess I just shouldn't carry it then, should I? No, I don't go for that crap. Gummy Wuzzle, if you leave the car doors open, you'll arm the possums. Well, I'm not worried about arming the possums. They're not very hateful. They usually will only retaliate against someone who deserves it, like Gary when he was alive. He deserved everything he got from the possums. But they never give me any trouble. They're very beneficial. Mike Rogina says, I don't have an extra gun in the car since I have carry gun on me. I do carry extra higher capacity mags in the car for my carry guns I am rotating through. Well, that's always a good idea to keep extra mags in your car for your gun too. Even if you don't carry them with you everywhere you go, like not everyone carries an extra mag on them, but if you got extra mags in your car, that's always good. I always have extra mags and extra ammo in the car. I even have extra 357 Magnum for my regular revolver carry. We got one last person chiming in here, then we are done, and it is Sean Bain again. And he said, Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh. Worked there for years. Yeah, Pittsburgh is the Pittsburgh. I don't know what it's like nowadays, but when I was back in my day, when I was like 17, 18 years old, we used to go up Pittsburgh because, it's close to Wheeling. And it was a wild place. A wild, wild place. But that was Sean Bain there weighing in once again. But there you have it, everybody. That's it for us for today for this segment of the show. It seems like kind of a mixed bag. A lot of people do, and a lot of people think it's not safe. It's kind of an undecided issue there, kind of a controversial issue, I guess. We should have screamed at each other more. But thanks, everybody, for weighing in. I do appreciate it. Also, how about you people out there on YouTube? What do you think about this? Do you carry an extra gun in your car? Do you think it's too dangerous? Let us know. If you do carry one, let us know what it is. Look forward to hearing from you. And if you want to weigh in on one of these topics in person, come to one of our live chats. We do them every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So come on in. Let us know what you think of that day's topic. And then stick around for the open chat afterwards and ask whatever you want. So feel free. I hope to see all of you in a live chat soon. I hope to see everybody who participated today again tomorrow. Hope to see everybody here again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before we go, I just want to take a second to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take a penny from advertisers, retailers. We don't take money from political organizations. There's no one telling me what I need to tell you. Everything that we do is done through the generosity of our viewers, either buying merchandise or becoming a patron or a Subscribe Star member. You're all the ones that support Pets and Vets and TYMP. And that's the reason I can stay true to myself and loyal only to the people who watch my channel. And I can spend my time talking about what I want to talk about, telling what I think needs to be said, and giving you my uncensored take on things I think you need to hear. So if you'd like to help keep things that way, please support the channel by becoming a patron, a Subscribe Star supporter, or just going over to my web store and buying some merch. The links are all in the upper corner of this video.